Well, howdy there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Hopefully, you've been watching some of my other videos, and as you know, at the end of May, I released a video talking about what we're doing, updating our channels and everything. One of the things we're going to try to do is investigate some of the MMOs that are out there. And one of the ones that I have been playing a lot of recently is Neverwinter, the new action role-playing adventure game from Cryptic Studios. It is still in beta as of the end of May. I'm not sure if they've actually released when they're going out of beta, but even though it's considered beta software or whatever, it's pretty much polished to the point where there is it can go live. Basically, this is the full live version. They did find an exploit that was being used a week ago or whatever, and so they had to do some major rework with that. But besides that, this is probably one of the best MMO games out there that I have played. I've been playing quite a few of them recently. As you can see, I have actually a level 20 character. We are up on top of the dragon's head here in the middle of our city. This is the Protector's Enclave. You can actually go, I wonder if we can go into a world mode here. Zoom in, zoom out. Not sure. Let's see, what's this? Nope, that's in and out too. There's a lot to do in this city. This is where you basically start your adventuring career. You go through the tutorial and you make it into the city here. Once you make it into the city, there's, oh my gosh, there's just so much to do. You can actually get mounts, which is one of the recent things that I unlocked was mounts as level 20. The other thing you can unlock, you can notice here, Ashrod here is my companion. If you go into our character here, you can actually get companions. They will level up with you. Mine is now rank 8. They'll earn experience points just when they're adventuring around with you. And you can send them all for training. It'll take 6 to 8 to 10 live minutes. They'll be away from you, and they'll come back and they'll be leveled up. You can apply these rune stones to your different characters. Obviously, you can see you have quite a few different companion slots that you can get into if it's something that you want to do. Like I mentioned, I am level 20, so I have been playing this. Gosh, I'm trying to think of if it tells you anywhere how long you've actually been playing your character or not. You can see I've got just recently, actually, within the last couple hours, the last level or so, I actually got 3 blue items, and they're magical, and of course they add different stats and bonuses and such. We have green items, which of course are magical, and I finally just found a head item, which is my mask there, which is excellent, kind of cool. You do have ability scores. It is loosely based upon the 4th edition D&D system, which I am really happy with. I played the 4th edition system live in person, role-playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I always found it really interesting and stuff. So basically, loosely, you have these at-will powers, which you probably mapped to your left and right mouse button, and you can just use those anytime you want, as much as you want. There might be a second cooldown on them or something for them just to refresh your where your character stance or whatever. But these you can use all the time. Here you have encounter powers, and you notice that it gives you a little information about your encounter powers. Tells you, and these will have a much longer cooldown on them. So this is 9.6 seconds for this one. This is 13.5 seconds. This is 19.3 seconds. You can equip up to 3 encounter powers down here underneath your character thing, and you'll unlock those as you level up. First you can only have one, then you can, I think about 6th or 8th level, you can unlock a second one. About, I don't know, I'm just roughly guessing because I don't know exactly, maybe 15th, 16th level, you can unlock the third one. So you have your at-will powers. You can use as much as you want. You have your encounter powers. You can use these as much as you want. You just have to wait for them to the cooldown to, which is
Welcome to the
basically
Shrine of the
time you have to
Gods.
wait in between using it. So this one I can only use every 19.3 seconds in a battle. And then you have your daily powers. The way you earn your daily powers is you energize your action points, which is this big 20-sided dice looking thing here. You can see I'm 84% full, and these are your 2 daily powers. You can have 2. I'm 20th level and I've only unlocked 1, so I don't know what level you have to be to get a second daily. And of course, you'll notice green are your at wills, red are your encounter, and yellow are your dailies. You can see I've unlocked quite a few of them already, but you can only have one equipped at a time, so you have to decide which one might be the best one that you want to use for a certain situation. You can swap them in and out as much as you want. There's no restrictions on that, but of course you have to wait for the cooldown when you switch them out. I think there's like a 20-second cooldown you have to wait, or maybe 10-second cooldown when you switch out your powers. And of course you can only use your daily powers once you have your action points. Every character earns their action points a certain way. The rogue character earns them by getting combat advantage against an enemy, which is basically means you're flanking. You have one ally on one side of an enemy, and you're on the other side of the enemy, and you're basically stabbing them in the back. You're getting combat advantage for that. And I also have another power, which basically, what's in the bait and switch here, which basically puts an image of my character on the screen, and I dive away from it, and it fools the enemies into attacking that. And if they're stupid enough to attack it, and it's like a shadowy figure of myself, if they end up attacking that instead of attacking me, then I earn action points as well. So some of your powers will actually earn your action points as well. So again, you got your at-will powers. You can use as much as you want. You have your encounter, and you have 2 of those.
Shrine of the Gods.
You have 2, up to 2 class features you can have equipped at a time. And again, the first one you unlock at like 3rd level, 4th level, somewhere around there. And the second one around 12th level. And don't hold me to that. I'm not sure the different level numbers on all these different things. You also have, each character has a special mechanic they can incorporate. Mine's stealth. I think the great weapon fighter was like a berserker rage, where they grow really big and they go crazy, and you get extra damage and stuff. So each character has a little mechanic that they investigate and earn points in, or basically earn energy in. And once the energy gets to a certain level, then you can activate that power. So for me as a rogue, I go stealth, I basically go invisible, I can run around for a few seconds where nobody can see me. So it's a good way of getting out of danger and stuff. Some of these you can see obviously unlock at certain levels. Here you can't unlock these until your 5th level, 10th level, 15th level, 20th level, 30th level, 35th, 40, 45, 50. I'm not sure if that's the max. I'm assuming, because I don't see anything past 50th level, at least right now. Hopefully they'll get some more. And of course you have general powers, which are going to be associated with your character race and character class. I'm an elven trickster rogue, so I have this shifting power, which basically lets me dodge out of the way of enemy attacks. I have elven accuracy because I'm an elf. I have wild step. That gives me 10% resistance to effects that slow my movement. And of course thievery, which I can disarm traps, etc., etc.
Welcome.
You also earn feats. And at certain level, I'm not sure when you earn your first feat points. I think it's like 8th level or something. Again, don't hold me to what level everything is. And then after that, you earn 1 point. And then you unlock the next level, like level 12, and the next level at maybe 16, and then maybe the next level at 25. I don't know, because I haven't actually unlocked that yet. And you can see some of them have multiple points that you can put into. So here we can do battle-wise. We can create 2, 4, or 6% less threat. So obviously, if we put 1 point in, we'd have 2%. If we put a second point in, we'd have 4%. And a third point would give us 6% less threat. So here's another one I put quite a few points into, which is Swift Workfoot, which regenerates my stamina 2, 4, 6, or 8 or 10% faster. Since I have 4 points in it, it's going to be 8% faster. Then of course each of them have a maximum number, so obviously if I put a 5th point in, that would be the most I could do, and my stamina would regenerate 10% faster. Stamina is what you use for dodging and blocking and sprinting and running and all that stuff. Things that really stress out your character. There's some information about your different feats over here, and you can kind of aim towards a specific sub-class or paragon path that you want for your character here. If you wanted to look into Saboteur, you can actually look into that. A Scoundrel and an Executioner, depending on what you want to execute with more damage or have different powers. So obviously, again, I'm not sure when you unlock this and then when you unlock this. I don't know what level you need to be for that. So we looked at the powers, we looked at the characters. Like D&D, you have your base characters. Oh, look, I can increase my ability scores. So this will be good. Obviously, each of your different stats gives you different things. So strength is going to give you stamina regeneration, your bonus damage. Your con is going to give you your maximum hit points, your dexterity. It even tells you right there, dexterity is your primary ability of a trickster rogue. So obviously I want to keep that as high as I can. It's going to increase my critical chance, my AoE damage resistance, and my deflection chance. Intelligence is for recharging speed. Wisdom is going to give you for control bonuses and control resistance. And charisma for deflection chance, companion stat bonuses, and combat advantage damage. Charisma is a secondary ability for a trickster rogue. Oh, I did not know that. Alright, so I have 2 points to spend. So what I will actually do is increase that 1 point.
Welcome to the Shrine
Since
of
it's
the
a
Gods.
secondary ability, I suppose I should. And we'll go ahead and keep increasing our dex. So add... Whoa, what happened here? Oh, that's I did at level 10. I see. Okay, so at level 10 I did strength and dex. At level 20 I want to do dex and con. 30, 40, 50, and 60. I see. Okay. So level 30 looks like everything goes up by 1 point. And then you'll probably get a couple more points to spend. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Boy, I can't believe my charisma was only 13. I guess I misdone that when I made my character originally. Obviously you want to put your... What's strength say? Strength is a secondary ability. Okay, so both strength and charisma are like secondaries. And this is your primary. Okay, that's why there's purple and those are why they're blue. So we'll go ahead and finish that up. So we got a little bit better strength, or stat bonuses for our character. Here's our total armor class. Right now it's 14. Base of 10 plus 4 by items. That's pretty horrible. I do have quite a few hit points actually.
Welcome to the Shrine
48,
of the Gods.
20 normal hit points, and then 538 in different buffs and stuff like that. This is kind of interesting where you can actually look and see all the different stats that you're getting from all your different things. Some of the items you'll see here, it'll say, like this ring here is giving me plus 27 to power and plus 27 to critical strike. Well, when you're not sure what all that means, you can look at this here. You have a gear score total, which tells you basically how high level all your items are. Then you're going to have all your different ratings. So my power rating is 364. It tells you what it does, contributes to damage and healing bonuses, increase your damage and healing. This amount is modified on a per power basis. So with all my items at 364, I'm getting a plus 14.6. And obviously you can look at all the other ones. Critical strike gives you better chance for critical, increasing your chance for critical, etc., etc. There's a whole list of different things here. There's armor penetration, recovery, defense, deflection, blah, blah, blah. And then you have offense and defensive things. So right now I'm attack. I'm 725 in attack. I have a 22% chance of critical. My critical severity is at plus 75%. recharge speed
Welcome to
increase,
the Shrine of
etc.
the
And of course, if
Gods.
you have all your different defensive things going on here, and of course your utilities, which are going to give you your XP bonuses, your go bonuses, your glory bonuses, and your run speed bonuses, which right now I'm at 0.2. So that's kind of a breakdown of your character. There is a lot going on there, but it's pretty intuitive. And the cool thing is, we'll actually go into our inventory. When you get new items and such, you can actually mouse over the item and it'll show you over here, the one on the left of it is the one that's equipped, and then you have the one you're actually looking at, which is kind of on the right there. And you'll see the one I'm looking at is the boots of the fencing master, and you see the one that I have equipped is +3 smiting evader boots. It'll actually show
Welcome
you
to the
which one it
Shrine of the
recommends that
Gods.
you equip. So basically you could just look and see which one it tells you it recommends. Oh, it recommends the one I already have, so there's no sense in trading them out. If I wanted to trade them out, I just double click and you'll see that now I've got the boots of the fencing master equipped. And you'll also notice on this one, this is a real good example. You actually have in the +3 smiting evader boots, you see down about halfway, it actually has a utility slot which shows empty. Those you can actually put these little rune stones into when you find, and you can actually put them into different items and they'll give you different bonuses. Some you actually are going to be putting in your companion slots. When we looked at our companion a little bit ago, you saw there was different slots. In fact, we'll go ahead and show you that right now. So right now, my character, I had put this rank 2 runestone in there in her defensive slot, and you can unlock these slots when they get higher level. And obviously you can put some kind of items in there, although when I tried to, you can't give any more items to her until she is level 15. So I have to wait until she gets to level 15 before I can start giving her other items. So she'll automatically do things for herself. She's got Healing Word and she's got Sacred Flame. So she'll be running around healing me and causing damage to the enemies, which we'll see here in a little bit. So there is quite a bit going on. It did take us, actually me and a couple of my friends, a while to figure out everything. We're still figuring things out. But as I was mentioning, there's a utility slot. You're going to find these different rune stones, and what you can do with the rune stones is when you get 4 of them, you can actually fuse them into a greater up to like the next level. So in this case, it takes me 4. Fusion requires 4 enchantments, so I don't have 4, I only have 3 of them. So if I had another one of this, which is rank 2, I could actually upgrade it to maybe a rank 3 one. And the higher ranked ones give you better bonuses, obviously. You can look, these are the same item. I took 4 of these and I made them into one. I took another 4 and made them into another one. I took another 4 and made them into another one. So that's why I have 3 of these, because I had a whole bunch of these radiant enchantment ones. Here, utility slot is going to give me +3% gold, +80 maximum hit points if I put it in the defensive slot, and if in an offensive slot it's going to give you 20 power. You compare that with these stats, +3.5 gold, +160 maximum hit points, and +40 power. So obviously you'd want to try to get better ranked or higher ranked enchantments before you use them on any really, really good items. There's all kinds of different things going on inside the game. Items you're going to pick up. Some things like this religion kits and stuff. There are scrolls of identify, which are obviously going to identify your different items. There's dyes that you're going to get in your welcome kit that you can use to dye your different items. Different missions you're going to get, like this many arrows insignia when you're out fighting in the orcs. And you kill some of the orcs, so randomly drop these many arrows insignias. You can actually use these to go to the bounty hunter, and you turn these in, and he's actually, when you got 10 of them, he'll give you a special random generated magical item. So sometimes you can get something really good, sometimes nothing, very good. You have these portable altars, which are really neat because you actually can use these altars to heal and stuff when you're in dungeons. But the other thing they can do is you can invocations. You can use your invocation of your god, and when you do that, you basically get random items as well from the game. Really well thought out game so far. just incredible. There is a lot going to it, a lot going into it, and that's why I'm trying to cover so much stuff. I actually have a second bag unlocked. That's why I have these other slots here. Um, you actually will find these nightmare lock boxes, which obviously you need an enchanted key to get. I believe the only way, and I don't know everything, trust me on this game, I'm still learning and figuring things out, but as you can see, one of the things you can get with to get the enchanted key, I believe you have to use Zen, and Zen is basically like you can buy Zen. You can earn Zen in game. It's very
Welcome to
hard
the
to earn,
Shrine of the Gods.
but you can also buy Zen from the website and such. So you could basically buy enchanted keys to open these lock boxes. So it's one way for them to earn some money, and I would definitely highly recommend that people spend some money on this game because it's not going to stay around and it's not going to keep growing and it's not going to become better and better unless people are going to be spending money on the game. I would highly recommend. It is free to play, so you're basically getting a free game. But definitely I would spend some money trying to buy some of these items to upgrade your characters, your looks, your different items you can get, and definitely spend some money so that these publishers know, hey, you did an A #1 job. I'm willing to support your game. You keep coming out with more and more stuff, and I'm just going to keep supporting you. And that's the way these games grow and linger and stay around for 10, 15 years. So hopefully people will do that. Some of the items you find are going to, let's see what else we have here. Dungeoneering kits, thievery kits, etc., etc. Here's my adventure reward. Every 5 levels you can unlock it. Actually, I just unlocked it at level 20 and got the items for that. So the next level would be level 26. So I believe it's going to be a little bit longer before I get the reward. It's basically this is like your little welcome box. It gives you a few healing potions, a couple identify scrolls, just to get you, just to kind of help you along the way there. So let's go ahead and equip back our good smiting invader
Welcome to the
boots.
Shrine
Most
of
of
the
the
Gods.
little runes I have are actually for companion. You see, that's a companion, that's a companion, that's a companion, that's a companion. This is actually one I could put into something, and this is actually one I could put into something. The only problem is I'll put these, actually, let's do it this way. Move this over to this way. Um, because it's only rank 1, I hate to use the slot up and a pretty good item for a rank 1 thing. So I'll probably just wait until I get a rank 2 one and then decide to put something in. Or maybe if I can get a rank 3 with this would be good. I was kind of hoping to get that because I only need one more. There is a chance, you have a 95% chance of success, but there's a chance it will die, and that's actually what happened. I actually had 4 of these. I tried to upgrade it to the next rank and I failed, so I lost one. When you fail, you lose one. So I'm waiting to hopefully get 3 more of these so I can upgrade to another one of these and then upgrade this from rank 2 to rank 3. Hopefully I made sense there. Here's my mount requisition token that I just got for 20th level. That was in my little welcome adventures reward kit. That was a mount requisition token, which allows me to have a mount for a certain amount of game time. I haven't really looked much into those right now, but as you're walking around the city and such, you'll see lots of people running around with different mounts and flying mounts and mounts flying. I guess not flying, but flaming mounts and all kinds of different, just crazy, cool ass things that you're like, wow, I got to get something like that. So I'll eventually look into that. I don't want to spend my token right now until I understand what's going on. These different kits will allow you to open different areas inside dungeons and such that will allow you to get different items from secret, and they're not really secret locations, but for example, there might be a religious statue somewhere. You need to either have religion as your background of your character, or you need to have religion kit. Then you can open it up and it'll have random components inside. Some will be these little rune stones. It might have potions. It might have identification scrolls. It might have a lot of components that you can use. Let's look at components. Here's components. These components you can find in the different areas that you're going to use to start looking at getting your tanners and your weavers and such, which are people in the city that you basically buy and say, okay, you start training and start learning how to make me a sword or start making me armor or whatever, and you got to level them up and you got to give them the items they need so they can practice, and when they get to a certain level they can make you an item. So that is another really cool thing. I'm not actually probably going to show you that right now, but you can see I got iron plates here, so obviously it's going to be a component maybe for plate mail armor or some kind of heavier armor. I've got dark clover, I've got iron ore, I've got a whole bunch of different things from these different little chests that you come across. So that's a lot of information about what's going on inside of the actual game and what's going on. And you can actually see, here's our money. We own 2 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces, and 45 copper pieces. Yes, folks, that is most everything in the game. When you're running around, you're picking things up, are going to be copper pieces. You'll be lucky to find 10 or 15 copper pieces, or maybe I think the most I've ever found somewhere was like 45 copper pieces. Now I did open a chest, and the chest had like a silver piece and some copper pieces and such, but that was really high level, or not high level, but higher level, 15th level or higher. So you're earning very small amount of gold. And when you go to buy items in the game, you notice that the items in the game cost like 200 gold pieces or 500 gold pieces. So yes, you could probably eventually afford those items, because eventually you're going to get enough gold. You're going to earn enough copper and silver to make enough gold pieces that you'll actually have enough gold to buy an item in game. But I would definitely think that probably the way most people are going to do it, and the way I would recommend people to do, is probably to buy your little Zen. Zen is like the currency you can use to buy. I'm assuming you can buy the gold, or you can buy the items with the Zen as well as the gold in game. You also earn these astral diamonds. The astral diamonds you can transfer. I think these are the things you use that you can actually transfer the astral diamonds into Zen. So this is how I think you earn Zen in game, is by transferring astral diamonds into Zen. So you can see I've got 6,250 astral diamonds. I don't know what the conversion rate is. It might be like 10,000 astral diamonds equals 1 Zen. I don't know. Or it could be 1 for 1. I don't know that yet. Mostly what you'll earn in the game is these rough astral diamonds, and you can only refine a certain amount of those. You see I've already refined 6,425 today, and I can refine an additional 17,575 today. So basically around 25,000 is the most astral diamonds you can earn in a day. And then when you refine them, they basically come up to the astral diamonds. It just prevents you from, I guess, earning too many astral diamonds in one day if you're using some kind of exploit or some way that you're not supposed to be able to use them. You see guys riding through the horse there, riding through the town on a horse. So I got 7,000. Like I said, I don't know. Here it is. Astral diamonds, Zen exchange, or refining rust astral diamonds. Use the astral diamonds to buy items from the auction house, or to buy Zen from the astral diamond Zen exchange. You may have up to a maximum of 100 million astral diamonds at once. The other things you earn in game, and this is kind of cool, is these celestial coins. As long as you come into the game at level 10, I believe it's level 10, you earn, you unlock the ability to use an invocation, which is basically praying to like your god. And as long as you do that every day, you'll earn one of these celestial coins. Or, I say every day, but you see it right there. I have 1 day and 5 hours basically before I use this again. If I don't do it again, I believe I lose all my astral coins, or you lose one of them. I'm not sure what the deal is there. I thought it was you lose all of them. They will be lost if you fail to invoke. Yes, so I'm assuming you lose all of them. So this is a way for you, if you're to, for the game manufacturer to make sure you come back every day and to log in and to play, because if you don't, you're going to lose your celestial coins. So you can see right now I have my second celestial coin because we didn't realize we could do this until, I don't know, just a couple of days ago when we were playing. I actually was in here looking at that and clicked on it, and we were like, oh, well, okay, so cool. And then we missed a day, so obviously we missed a day, so I've only been 2 days in a row. Then you also earn these ardent coins, which is by invoking the gods of the rest area or an altar. Um, you will accumulate them, and they will remain until you spend them in the Vault of Pity. I don't know anything. Piety, I'm sorry. I don't know much about these as well. So these would be another thing that you have to get into and investigate and find. And like I said, there's a really a lot going on, but it's pretty fun to actually get around and try to figure all this stuff out. You actually have to go to the postal carrier to check your mail. There was a couple messages I got, which is where I got my original encounter adventure reward kit, was from the mail. And then because the servers were down a couple weeks ago when they were trying to fix the exploit, they had sent out another email checking to gave you like a little bonus thing, couple bonus items. Actually, very nice items here. The Stone of Health. Basically recharge you to full hit points, and you can use that basically 50 times. So in an emergency, you can use your Stone of Health to keep yourself alive. I also got this XP bonus scroll, which is going to give you 4,000 XP bonus, and this Cape of Catastrophe, which basically is not going to do squat for me, but I don't know if it's bound. Yeah, it is bound to my character, so I can't give it to anybody else. But anyways, some very nice items for that little disruption in their in the game servers where they were trying to fix that exploit. So hopefully that situation has been taken care of, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so that was a lot. I've gone over a lot of information, and I'm going over it kind of quickly because I don't know the people that are watching this, how much information they might already know. I am 20th level, so maybe some of this is, if you're just starting out in the game, you probably won't know all this information, so I'm just trying to help out. Okay, so let's go back over here for a second. You see here's all your quests, okay? One of the other cool things you can do is actually go in, and we didn't realize this. A lot of this stuff we kind of learned as we were playing and just trying to figure things out as well. If you hit your L key, I think is the default, you can go to the Welcome to Winter Never Nights, and this is the home page, and it'll actually show you different events that you can coming up and participate in. Right now there's a skirmish event going on, and you can actually queue your party to enter into this event. It is a 23rd level event, so obviously a little bit higher level than I am. But you're going to be queued in, and when there's 5 people that are ready to go and the queue's empty, then you're going to get summoned and basically get a little message on your screen saying skirmish event for storming the, whatever this is, storming the wall, I guess, is available. Do you want to enter? And then you just say yes or no, and you can either go in or not. Here's a dungeon that's level 16, the Cloak Tower. We've run this a couple times, and that's pretty fun. And even think it tells you, maybe it doesn't tell you on this, but maybe it told you on the original quest that it was like 35 to 45 minutes long. And then of course here's a special quest. Not only do you have all this going on, but you also have the Foundry event. For those of you who don't know what the Foundry is, the Foundry is, I believe, what they call where you can actually get in and create your own special adventures, and then you can post them online and have people run them. If your event is, I don't know, rated high enough or whatever, I'm not sure what the criteria is, but it'll actually become part of
Welcome to the Shrine of the Gods.
Foundry. It'll be Foundry. What's the word I'm looking for? Sanctioned, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Where if we look at our journal here, we got some here. So this Foundry quest is Waygate in the Dark. tells you who made it, and you can see it's eligible for the Daily Foundry. The Daily Foundry events, if you complete them, you'll actually get some of those rough astral diamonds we had talked about earlier. So if you can find some of these Foundry quests that are rated or are sanctioned by the Foundry and are eligible for the Daily Foundry event, then you can, if you complete this, you can earn the Daily Foundry bonus as well. So this is one of the ones that yes, we had actually played part 1 of this last night, which is an awesome, highly recommend. I'm not sure what the original mission was or the name of it. I think this is like part 2 of the. There's like going to be a series of missions that are going to be linked, or campaigns that are linked together. The first one was just absolutely incredibly good. So we decided to hook up, and we're going to play the second part of it next time me and my buddies hook up together online. Definitely. And here's another one here: the discovery of Neverwinter Wood, which is a Foundry quest. Discovery of the Neverwinter Wood, and tells you what you need to do. Here's a daily dungeon, which if you complete, you can gain astral diamonds with. You can see we actually did this last night at, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's still considered as us the same day, I guess. And then of course you have your story quests. Right now we have 2 of them. Actually, this is not a story quest. This is one of the level 20 special ones that you get, where you go and visit the Mount Merchant, and they basically teach you through a little quest how to purchase a mount, and what you need to do, and who you need to talk to, and everything like that. And then of course we have our story quest, which tells you where to go, and where you're at in the story, and what level you should be to get there. And we're actually completed this, so it looks like, and we're ready to turn this in. And of course, some of the things, it tells you what level it is, except for I think these Foundry quests. I think they must auto scale to your level. I'm not sure, because I couldn't find any information on like what level you should be. Most of them tell you how long it's going to be to participate and how many people you should have, but it doesn't really tell you what level. So I think they must auto scale. Again, this is a Waygate in the Dark. I wish I could remember the original. I wonder if we go to... Nope, that's not the right key. What key am I looking for? I'm looking for the home page. There we go. Shadows of the Underdark. I believe, if you look at that, Shadows of the Underdark. Yes, this is the author right there. Shadows of the Underdark was the first part of this ongoing campaign. It's going to be 3 or more acts are underway, blah blah blah. I'm actually going to go ahead while I'm here and subscribe to this author. He was, cannot tell you, it was absolutely incredible, some of the details. It was for the first one we had ever played. I don't know, we've actually played another one since then. The other one was good, but it wasn't as good as this one, so I think this author is definitely somebody to definitely watch and keep your eye on, because his mission was awful good. Shadows of the Underdark, I definitely highly recommend that you accept this mission and get a couple of your friends together. It did take 80 minutes. It says 80 minutes. I think it took us at least an hour to complete. We're not a group that kind of rushes just from one section to another. We'll go into a room, we'll kind of look around, we'll fight what's there. We work on Skype and we talk back and forth and stuff like that. So, it took us at least a good hour and 15 minutes. So 80 minutes is pretty reasonable. Definitely highly recommend Shadows of the Underdark. So that was what that original quest was. And now we're going to do part 2, which is, what is this one? Waygate into the Dark. And it is eligible for the Daily Foundry, as I had mentioned. So this is we're going to jump off of there. This is unlike some of the other MMOs that are out there now. This is an action-oriented combat system. which means as a rogue, you see I can have like this little dodge ability, but you notice my stamina is completely gone. And the stamina, if you look at the little 20-sided dice right in the bottom middle of my screen, you can see like that little cursor above the 20-sided dice, kind of like a little boomerang looking thing. It'll automatically regen based on the different stats and stuff. So I can basically do it twice within a few seconds, and then I can't do it anymore. So you got your at-will powers. Here's my left mouse click, and then here's my right mouse click. Oh, I have to have a target for that one, and I can't target. I wonder if I can target. I can't target a barrel, so that's not going to do me any good. And then I have my encounter powers, which my first one is basically like I jump up in the air and I come down, and it does like massive damage on whatever enemy is straight in front of me. I also have this second one, which is, and you see the cooldown on there. It's 3, 2, 1, and I could use it again. So I mean, if the battles are lasting several minutes, you can see that you could use your encounter powers. I would say 5, 6, 10 times within, depending on how long the battle is. If you're fighting a real tough boss, if you're fighting just a little group of guys. My second encounter power is to... Oh, it just has this big sword that comes... Oh, that's not... Yes, it was. That's right, I just changed that out. Basically, what this one does, if there was an enemy standing there, I would run up, I'd get behind it, and I would stab it in the back. So that's like a real dash forward and stuff. And then, of course, my third one is to dive back, and I leave that little shadow I was telling you about. So if any enemies stab that shadow, thinking it's me, then I earn points in my action points. And once I get enough action points, then I could use my daily power. And like I said, you have multiple different skills. You can try out different things, different combinations and stuff. Obviously, to the right of our little button down there, you see we got health potions. We have, what is this? This is our teleportation scroll that we earn to teleport back to the enclave, which is the main little town part here. And of course, we got a potion of lesser healing. You need to be at least level 15 and it'll regen 2,000 hit points. So the original ones will do 1,000 hit points, and you notice I have 4,000 hit points, or over 4,000. So this wouldn't even regenerate half of my hit points. So you have to be careful. And there is like a 12-second cooldown on potions. You notice this little glowy trail. This is one of the things you will do with your... you're going to decide, okay, if I want to go check out how to giddy up, or maybe trouble at the broken crown, I can click on that, and then I can tell it to put the quest path towards that. And the quest path is this little glowy little line. For some reason it was showing red, like it couldn't find the area it needs to go to. Let's go down here and see what's going on. Lots of people in the game. It is very populated. In fact, if we look, there are... I am in enclave number... I didn't see what it was. I think it was 42 or whatever. But you see there's a whole bunch of different enclaves. I think the maximum number of people on the server is 150. And you see there is 28 enclaves going on right now. We were playing last night, and I think the enclaves got up to like 48 enclaves, or maybe even higher than that, because there was so many people on. And of course, it was Sunday night last night, and so hopefully this is just going to keep getting bigger and better, and more people, and hopefully enough people support this game that, oh, we're going down, now we're going up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. So we're just following the trail right now, and of course I'm not going to actually do this. I just want to show you how it works, because I'm going to wait for my... Oop, I lost the trail. So sometimes that happens. You'll lose the trail. You might have to run around for a little bit to try and pick up the trail again. And sometimes, especially when it shows you like the red thing, it's having a hard time trying to like auto find where you should go. If I click on this one, they're all having a hard time. Maybe, I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because I'm recording. They normally don't. I mean, if I had 5 quests here, there might be one that's red. Sometimes these pop up if you're in the wrong location. So, like if you're in the tower or if you're in Black Lake, you might get this if you need to go to a different area. I'm not sure why they're all red all of a sudden. But you see our little trail's back, and it's showing us to come up here. But then our trail dies right here, which was where it died a little bit ago. There is nobody to talk to right there, so I just might have to investigate around a little bit. I'm not really that interested in doing it right now anyways. I'm going to wait on my compadres to hook up with me. The reason I'm recording this video is my compadres have not showed up tonight, and I'm not sure why they didn't show up. And since they're not on right now, I decided to record a little video. Hopefully you got a chance to look at our Continent of the Ninth Seal video. Here is somebody had put an altar down. You can see if you were injured, you would get some healing. Up in the top right hand corner up here, you'll notice I had done it. You can only do it once every hour. I have 13 minutes remaining. It tells you what key you're going to hit. And it'll tell you here, gain a celestial coin the first time you use your invocation skill on a given day. Celestial coins, like the gods themselves, have a fleeting form and must be renewed. Power, blah, blah, blah. You redeem unique and virtuous items in the Vault of Pity. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to investigate that and figure that out. Of course, we talked about our map. We'll get to that. Somebody just invocated, or user invocation, I guess. I'm not sure what invocated means. If you come over to this place here, you'll notice this little Rick's guy here. You can talk to him. If you do a daily skirmish, you can accept this quest. You're going to get a bonus of 1,000 astral diamonds. You can do the daily foundry, which is any of the eligible quests, like I was showing you earlier. You get a bonus of 1,000 astral diamonds. And same thing if you do the daily player versus player domination match, you gain astral diamonds as well. So this is kind of an incentive for you to do these events. In fact, another thing we hadn't talked about, but some of you have already probably seen if you've been watching this video for a while. If we go up here to the top right hand corner by our mini map, there's all sorts of things going on. This actually tells us what enclave. We're in enclave number 6. So you want to make sure if you're trying to hook up with your buddies, and this took us a little while to figure out ourselves. We were in different enclaves. We couldn't figure out why we couldn't see each other. You know, I'm standing right here in front of the pillar and I don't see you. And so you want to make sure you're in the same enclave as your anybody you're trying to hook up with. There is, oh yes, this is what I want to talk about. There are different events that are going on all the time. We have these profession events, which is loot skill nodes while event is active, are going to give you a bonus professional items. And that's going to start in 1 hour and 15 minutes. We have a skirmish. If you finish the skirmish event while this is active, you're going to gain bonus astral diamonds. And then, of course, in 2 hours and 45 minutes, we have an arena player versus player event going on, which is going to start in 2 hours and 44 minutes. And you're going to earn a 150% glory bonus. Glory is what you get for your player versus player stuff. I'm not going to show you any of that because I could care less about player versus player stuff. Not interested, don't care. I want to play the game as a team and not worry about having to fight other people. So yeah, so if you look at this, kind of click on it and can tell you here maybe where the location is and what's going on here, blah blah blah. Alright, you can actually set as a reminder, so it might send you a little email message and such to remind you of what's going on. And like I was telling you earlier, there's lots of different things going on that you kind of have to learn about. Here's where all the little merchant district, lots of different vendors in here, and this is where you can actually go in. I guess we'll show you this pretty quickly. Come on. So action combat, quick, and we'll get into combat probably next episode. Let's see here. So there's all kinds of different vendors here. This is the vendor district. Here is the weapon merchant. And then this is the weapon trader. Let's click on him real quick. So you can see it cost me 21,600 astral diamonds to get this weapon here. It requires level 35. Most of these items are pretty high level stuff from the different vendors and such. So that's not what I was interested in showing you. What I'm interested in showing you is the armor merchant. Is that who I am talking with? I'm trying to remember who we actually talked with about getting somebody to start crafting some armor. Maybe it's this Yahoo. Armor trader, maybe? My armor. Can't remember what we actually did. Dragon item here to see the merchant's equivalents. Okay, again, a lot of astral diamonds. Pretty high level stuff here. Maybe this isn't the guy I was talking with. I thought it was one of these two guys. Maybe it was this guy over here. That's a jewelry, and I'm sure I'm just not remembering what exactly we did when we started doing it. Sell and buy back. Now you talk to one of these guys, and maybe you actually had to do it as part of the quest. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out. I am not a crafter. I could care less about crafting stuff. It was up to me. None of these games that ever have crafting stuff in them. I'm not interested in collecting 55 things from my guy to make me one little sword. I'd rather just buy it or go kill something and get it off of them that way. Some people love that stuff. So we have a unicorn and a drake seal. See what you have for trade. Okay, so helmet of the unicorn costs us 60. These are okay. So this is another thing we hadn't even talked about. Probably saw when I was looking at our inventory earlier when we were going through this. We actually have these Seal of the Lions, which are another things that you can get, find in different monsters, drop them in chests and stuff. They are bound to your character, and you earn these, and you can sell them for valuables in exchange for unique special gear. If you can find a collector. Well, I found a collector right here, obviously, duh. So there's a couple of these different guys that if you had enough seals, you'd be able to trade them for, obviously, one of these unique items. Here's the Lion Seal Trader. So all kinds of different vendors, different things going on. You spend your time in here. Like I said, crafting. I am not a crafter. I don't care about crafting. I don't want to craft. I don't want to spend my time in the game running around trying to find rope so my guy, or leather so my guy can craft leather armor for me. Okay, just put the damn thing together and let me buy it off you. Or if I can't do that, then I would rather go out and play that awesome Foundry mission. Discovery of Waygate into the Dark. I would rather spend my time hunting and playing that than trying to hunt down items for crafting. I know some people love that, and nothing against you. It's just my own personal preference. I know people definitely spend a lot of time invested in making their character look exactly the way they want and get the items exactly the way they want. You can see my little companion here has done a great job of following us around and checking things out. So this is more of an introductory to the system and what you can do and what's going on. Here we've got job boards here. We can look at some more different Foundry missions, maybe. Featured ones, and I think if you click on them, it'll actually tell yes in green here. This quest is also eligible for the daily Foundry quest reward. And you can look at the different ones. You can see how many times it's been played, what its rating is. You can subscribe to different people. Obviously, I've only subscribed to the one person so far, lady or gentleman, that had created that Encart 29. Awesome job. Loved your first mission there, Shadows of the Underdark. visitors from the Underdark. Shadows of the Under. I think Shadows of the one we already played. Oh, yes. Okay. And maybe visitors from the Underdark? I don't know how that all works, but anyways, let's see. And you can get queued, like I was telling you earlier, for your different... There's a skirmish, 5 players, estimated time, 15 minutes. This is Storming the Keep one. It's 23rd level one. And then, of course, we have the Dungeon, the Cloak Tower, 5 players, 45 minutes. What I will probably do is do this again, because that was, even though I'm a little bit higher level, 20th level, it might make it a little easier for some of the other players in the game. It does take about 45 minutes, but you can see the action combat, what's going on, and everything. And unfortunately, I won't have a lot of players to work together with me and stuff. So if you can get some players, there is in-game chat, but we were using we always use Skype on our different games and such. But if you have other friends or just become friends with people, you can use the in-game chat to talk back and forth and get a nice party started. And then once you get a party of 5 together, or 4 or 5, then you can try to queue yourself up for the Cloak Tower. You can actually go up to the Cloak Tower itself and go in that way as well. But it warns you when you go in, oh, you don't have 5 players, are you sure you want to try this? And it was just me and one other guy, and there was 2 of us. We said, oh, we've been killing things just fine, let's go ahead and try this. And we didn't even make it halfway through the dungeon, and we got wiped out. We restarted, and we got wiped out again, and then we started again, and then after like the 3rd time, we're like, yeah, we probably need more people. So definitely, I would highly recommend 4 or 5 if you're going to do like a dungeon delve or whatever. Alright, so this is kind of just an introductory video again about what the system's like. You can see I'm kicking this barrel around. We're going to wonder if we can kick it all the way through town. People will be like, hey, what's that idiot doing? Kicking a barrel. Oh, I lost the barrel. Oh, must only go a certain distance or something. Let's see if there's anything different on this side. I think this one, this Crypt of Carnage, was... I think I got an email message about this one. It's supposed to be really good as well. 22 minutes. So maybe we'll just come back in our next episode and try one of the Foundry missions so you can see what people are creating out there. Let's see what else we want to spend your astral diamonds. No, I don't want to spend them yet. And obviously I think you're going to have to play for quite some time before you'll have enough astral diamonds to get anything good. And most of the good stuff, or the stuff that's for sale, as you saw, was higher level stuff. We're talking 35 and higher. I've probably played... Oh, we've only been playing a week or so, but we've played just about every day for, gosh, it's been a long, long time. Oh, check it out. I'm up on the little pedestal here.
Welcome to the Shrine of the Gods.
Whoa. Let's check this out. All right, there we are. And, of course, my companions, willing to risk life in them to follow me. So we're this is actually down below us, down there inside that circle, is where you learn how to use your invocations, and you can use your invocations in there. We have 8 more minutes before I can do that. Or wait a minute, no, actually we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We might as well go ahead and we can use our invocation again. So we're jump down there. Whoa! There we go. I took 489 points of damage. That's nothing. And of course, my companion jumped down here with me. So as long as you're within inside, either resting, campfire, or an altar, you're within the area. You hit whatever key you use for invocations. You can set that up in your options menu. And you see, here we go. Alright. So we got some random items. We got a religious bone, which is going to give us 32 armor penetration and 32 life seal. It's consumable. There's no level requirements, so basically going to give me some armor penetration and life steal. I got me a potion of lesser healing. I got me 250 rough astral diamonds and 645 experience points just for doing that. So a lot of people probably, I mean, if we wouldn't have been investigating this, we might not even have known you've been able to do that. You can see there's people with their flying phoenixes or whatever these are. Pretty nice, cool looking things there. And you can do that once every hour. So I mean, if you're logged on for 6 or 8 hours, you can do that 6 or 8 times. Get some freebie stuff and definitely help your character out just by learning how to do that. Like I said, we played for a week and we didn't. Oh, my guy missed the jump that time. Oops. Oops. He's gonna have to run all the way back up here to help me. Alright, so that was going to be the introduction to the system, what we're doing. There she is. Uh, Next episode, we're going to look at combat. Like I said, there's a lot going on. We're still, the three of us, 3 or 4 of us that hook up, are still learning what we're doing. We're investigating the system. We absolutely find this to be exquisite so far. Number 1, Sir Shadow Force. He's smelling my butt there. Anyways, just a lot going on, but it's not so much that you know. I mean, how long did it take me to run over there and use my invocation? It doesn't take me very long at all. Once you learn how to do that, you're good to go. And there's other things. Like I said, there's a lot of them that you will actually learn as you're doing tutorial messages and stuff, where you'll get a tutorial message just like this one here. Giddy up. So I'm going to just follow this quest log and it'll teach me how to get a mount, where I need to go, who I need to talk to, how much it's going to cost me, how I can get different mounts, you know, everything that's I'm going to need to know about this. And you'll do the same thing for, you know, the companion. That's how we learn how to get a companion. Unfortunately, there wasn't. We also learned how to do the invocations by the quest, so that was another helpful thing. You know, some of the things that we're still trying to figure out is this vault of piety. You know, what we can do with these celestial coins. We know about refining the astral diamonds, obviously. And now we just have to learn what we can do with the astral diamonds. We kind of learned how to use the different enchantments. You know, there was a message or whatever that popped up.
Welcome to the
You know, when you
Shrine
get
of the
equipment
Gods.
that has a utility slot, put this in the utility slot. And of course, the Nightmare Lockbox, which you'll occasionally find. I think these are something you're going to have to get the enchanted purple key. And obviously, you can see there's a lot of really cool things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really cool
Welcome to
purple
the
things.
Shrine of the
A
Gods.
couple blue things and 3 green things. So, I would definitely could be investing in some Zen so I can get some of these lock boxes and get some more character slots. One of the downsides to this is, and you can see here if I log out really quickly here, log out this account and return the login screen. Sure. One of the downsides, obviously, if you're going to just play the free to just exit now. Thank you. Oops. Didn't mean to log out. I just wanted to go to the thing here. Let's log back in. Okay, so one of the things I was telling you about, here's my sexy little elf. Can't even tell she's an elf with her little mask and hood and everything. I also have a level of 15 weapon fighter half orc. I think there's like 8 different races and 5 different main classes right now. But there is another race and another class that says in development or coming soon or whatever. So obviously you can see I've been playing this this character up to level 20. I got another one up to level 15. We've been playing pretty regularly, just about every night, and trying different things. But you can only have 2 slots. I have 2 character slots. You have to buy more character slots so that you can make more characters, which is another way for them to make money. Obviously, if you're going to play it just for free, the freebie people, they only want to give them a couple character slots, and those people that are willing to support and help out the MMO community and the MMO game, then they're willing to, obviously buy more slots and you can have more characters and such. And what's this support? Okay, so that's where we would go to find out if you're having problems. Options, obviously, the options are going to be your basic gameplay where you can bind your different keybinds, general audio, your video, blah blah blah, your interface. One thing I can see that I found, and maybe they fixed this with the patch, but I actually started playing with this character, Silent Knight, and then when we had one person join our group, we started over at first level. I made this character, and I had to rebind all my characters, or all my keys, all over again for the new character. So it doesn't take your key settings from character to character. So if you had lots of different characters, you would probably have to set all the keys the same, and you'd have to do that with all your characters. And like I said, maybe they fixed that now and you don't need to do that, but that was kind of a bummer having to set all my keys for my second character all over again and making sure that they were set the same way as my original characters. I wasn't clicking keys I shouldn't have been clicking when I should have been. So, and obviously if I enter the world, it's going to give me a random shard and it'll take me back. This one's going to actually go into the Tower District because that's where I was when I left. And it'll also, there's 3 different game, I'm not sure what they call them, game worlds, I guess we'll call them. There's the Beholder, the Mind Flayer, and the Dragon. And when you set up a character, you'll choose between the Beholder, the Mind Flayer, and the Dragon. And I'm not sure if you can have characters cross-platform over. So you want to make sure you talk with your buddies and make sure you all decide on which worlds you're going to play with before you log in. If one of your buddies gets on Dragon and you get on Beholder, and like I said, I don't know this for sure. I know this by other MMOs. You can't cross transfer between different worlds, so you want to make sure you definitely everybody hooks up on the same either Beholder server or Dragon server or whatever. And then once you're in that world, then obviously you saw earlier we have multiple different shards to play on, and then you want to make sure that you're on the same shard as your friends. So if I was going to play this one, I would make sure we'd set that up for Dragon, and all the people are going to be logging into the Dragon world. And once we log in the Dragon world, then we're going to go up here and find out what shard everybody's on. Right now I'm on shard number 34, and of course I can't transfer shards for a couple minutes. But then what you want to do is make sure everybody transfers the same shard, and once you do that, you can finally get into the game and start playing with your friends and such. As far as well, I do not see anybody here. Nobody. I was going to show you how easy the interface is to work with other people, but I don't see anybody, so I guess we'll just leave that for next episode. Here's a bounty master, as I was talking about earlier. You can click on him, and if you have some of these many arrow, if you have 10 of them, the many arrows insignias, I have 8 of them right now. If I had 10 of them, I could buy a many arrows treasure chest. If I had 40 of them, I could buy a seal of the lion. Obviously, you can see these better things are harder to get. I had 26 of them on my other character. I'm not sure how many I have on this character. I have looks like none of them on this character. Celestial. Oh, I wonder what I should do. Oh, you know what? Oh boy. Okay. This character we hadn't played this character in a couple days, so it looks like I lost all my. What you probably need to do is every time log in all your characters and make sure you use your invocations with all your characters. Grace. Ooh, what do we got there? Give 22 power, 22 defense. Some rough as for diamonds, and of course some experience points. And of course, it's the same way on this character as it was with the other one. Yeah, but I don't have any of these things. I do have some coins there. See, I got a few of that. I don't even have up to 1 gold piece yet on this character. And obviously the different missions and such. If I had another character here, I could show you. This guy over here you can talk with to get some more information about the different areas. He'll give you different featured foundry missions here. I think that's how we originally got... Oh, this one's in progress. Look at that. Awesome. Somebody's doing it. Part 1 of it. This is the one of the other missions we had played the other day, Death of Old Jerry. Definitely an interesting little mission. I could highly recommend this one as well. It was pretty interesting. Not quite as long as the first one. If you're into, just want to spend a half hour or whatever doing a real quick mission, it was pretty good. Definitely, I would recommend it, like I said. But lots of things going on. All right, so yeah, so we talked a lot. We showed you just about everything we can. Next episode, we're going to get into a mission here. I'm not sure if we'll do a skirmish or a dungeon or maybe a foundry mission. I think a foundry mission might be a good idea. Do the foundry mission and show you how the combat works and how to interact with other characters and give you some more information about Neverwinter. Don't mix this up with Neverwinter Nights, which is the computer game. Oops. I'll show you some of this character's abilities though. Alright, so here's one of my encounter powers. Here's another one of my encounter powers. Kind of leap into a different location. And here's another character. So I can actually just click on this character. I can send him a message. I can invite him to my party. I can trade with him. I can actually inspect his character and see what he's got and what he's running around with, what his stats are. Just to get a look at what this guy. So if I wanted to invite him to my party, I'm just going to point at him and click on that. I could try to trade with him if I had something that maybe he could use that I didn't need, whatever. So here's my little power here. I can actually just kind of leap into the fray. If there was a group of monsters up there, rah, boom, start hacking and slashing them. So that's just a couple powers this guy has, just to give you a little bit of comparison, because I'll probably play my rogue character, which I love right now. So yeah, we'll be back with part 2. Thanks for putting up with me so far. Oh shit, somebody dragging in some enemies here. Oh shit, we'll get to see you a little bit of combat. Where are these guys running off to? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, dude? Alright. Encounter power. Encounter power. Oh. He's dead. Oh, here comes another guy. Alright, here's my third encounter power. It's like an upswing. Okay, this is going to be daily power. Boom! How'd you like that? Because I had enough. You notice my 20-sided dice there is no longer got any. Get out of that circle. That circle means the enemy is whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, now to use our page up, page up, page up. Oh, I hit my wrong key. I'm not used to this character. I haven't played this one. There we go. Now I'm big. So that's my... As the rogue has stealth, this guy has like a berserker rage. And I finally killed these guys. I'm not sure how they got up so high into the area. They normally stay down in their little... Normally if they're like chasing somebody back because somebody's wounded or whatever. And then these are the healing campfires. You see my health bar, the red bar on the bottom, growing up. And I'm getting healed. And yes, you can stand in the fire and it's not going to hurt you because it's magical. It's magical and it's not hurtful. Alright, so that was a little bit of the combat. We'll show you some more in the next episode. Be sure to stop in and watch. This is Neverwinter. Again, don't confuse this with Neverwinter Nights, the D&D computer game, and don't confuse this with D&D Online. D&D Online is based upon the 3.5 edition system, and it's also set in the Eberron world. And for those of you who know, this is based upon Neverwinter is based upon 4th edition D&D, and which is much better than 3.5 D&D anyways. And it's also based in the Faerun world as opposed to the Eberron world, which again is much better. So this is right there is a much better game because it is based on 4th edition D&D and is based upon the Faerun world as opposed to Eberron. So if you like Eberron, you like 3.5 edition, definitely check out D&D Online. If you're into 4th edition D&D, if you're into better gameplay, if you're into action combat, if you're into the world of Faerun, then definitely check out Neverwinter. We will talk with you next episode. Thanks for watching. Nope, I hit the wrong key. Now I'll say thanks for watching.